Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? And welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button in your lower right hand corner and become part of the family. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you are notified anytime I upload a video. Tonight, I've had a couple of questions about, one was a DM, one was a DM just the other day, but I've had a couple of DMs in the past as far as the Hot Shots products that I use, the dosings that I do, and why I use them, how I come to use them, and stuff like that. And then I've also had some questions in the past on some of the videos that I've done using their products. My second gen, that's the first diesel truck that I've ever owned. When I purchased it, when I purchase a vehicle, the first thing I do is I go through and I change all the fluids. Well, before I knew about this product, I did use basically the off-the-shelf product from, I went to Walmart. I mean, let's face it, we all like a one-stop shop. You know, you go to Walmart, you can pick everything up from a loaf of bread to a quart of oil. So I used the Rotella T, I believe it was a T5, my first oil change on the second gen. And then shortly after I started doing some YouTube videos, I actually found the EDT on a website, as most of you guys know, called Fire Pump Diesel. And they were promoting it. And I started looking around, I saw some stuff, you know, on the EDT line. And all the products that Hot Shots has, Fire Pump tests them and proves all of it, and you know, all the testimonials that they have, all the testing that they do, it's dyno proven from Fire Pump Diesel. And so, I mean, to me, that says a lot. And another thing, I'm an Ohio-based channel. Hot Shot Secrets is an Ohio-based company out of Mount Gilead, Ohio. Anything that I don't answer here today, give them guys a call. They will be happy to answer anything. They love talking to you guys. And if you are on Facebook and you have not liked Hot Shot Secrets yet, and they do a Facebook live show every Thursday at 1:30, and they talk about different products, they give some products away, and then they also answer guys' questions as they're trying to do their show. A lot of times it ends up just answering a bunch of questions, but they do get their point across a lot of times. But most of the time that's Kyle, and sometimes TJ's on there, sometimes Aaron's on there. I've been on there one time. I'm looking forward to heading back over there and being on there again. But like I said, they have a Facebook live show every Thursday at 1:30. Like them on Facebook, hit the notification. Facebook will notify you anytime the guys are live. Okay, starting off. We'll go with the dually, and I did the same thing with the second gen. When I started with this product, what I did was I started right away with their oil, just because I wanted the friction reducer. You can, if you like the Rotella, fine, keep using it. They do have the friction reducer that you can put in and mix in with your Rotella oil. I mean, or whatever oil you so choose that you want to use. I mean, I've actually converted one of the guys that I know here on Facebook from using AMSOIL products, well, okay, one AMSOIL product to using EDT. Thanks, Cameron, I appreciate it, buddy. Had to get that in there. I always hear about your AMSOIL, so. Anyway, moving on. What I did was, you can't over-treat with their product. Like the Stiction Eliminator, it calls for 4 to 6 quarts, 16 ounces to 4 to 6 quarts of oil. So, I mean, in a Cummins, it's 11 quarts, so one of these bottles would be plenty for your truck. What I did was, I went above and beyond. I did a half gallon of Stiction Eliminator to, you know, my oil. So I reduced my oil by a half gallon, put in a half gallon Stiction Eliminator, and ran it that way for an entire oil change. My oil changes usually last, I usually run them between right around 8,000 miles, 7,000 miles, it just depends. They do have an oil analysis kit too, where you can pull a sample, send it away, and they'll tell you, you'll get your results back. They'll tell you if you need an oil change at that point in time, or what your percentage of oil is. And then they also do have a Franz filter kit, which is an oil bypass kit, that's also a cleaner along with the filter that's in your truck. I still run the K&M filters because Hot Shots has not come out with a filter system yet, or a filter yet, so until that point in time, I'm going to run the K&Ns because I like them. So as far as the oil, that's what I do. I ran this I run the 540 is what I run. I'm in Ohio, so we do have cold weather. What I like about the 540 on cold startups, like this time of year, that oil gets the engine to the top of the engine faster because of that 40 weight viscosity, or because of that 5. It still has the 40 weight viscosity. Whew, I'll spit it out. But it just, on them cold startups, it starts a little bit thinner and gets to the engines faster. So as far as oil, they do have other oils available. They have an adrenaline line, they have the Diamond Palo, they have a Blue Palo, and I can't remember, or I'm sorry, and a Black Diamond, I believe. I'll put well, as always, Hot Shots is the first link in the description, and my coupon code's in there, CM73. That will get you a 10% discount on your entire purchase. Once again, that is CM73, and it's a 10% discount. Use that at checkout. And then they also have, they come out with a 1030 for the newer trucks also. And they do have a 1540 if you guys so choose that you want to use that. So as far as oil and stiction eliminator, that's what I start off with, just because I don't know the history of the vehicle and I want to get that cleaned out. Some of you guys are probably going to ask me what stiction is. Stiction is the sludge from and varnish buildup from your fuel and oil, and that reduces that adds friction to your piston on your cylinder wall, your injectors. What that does is that cleans out all that sludge and burnt fuel out of the engine and gets it down the oil pan, so when you drain it out next time, it is cleaned out of there. And then the friction eliminator will take care of that and keep things as clean as it can. Now, every third oil change, you're still going to do a maintenance, and for me, my maintenance is I'll drop down to a quart instead of running a half gallon of the stiction eliminator. Like I said, I go above and beyond. It's just what I do. So, like I said, if you guys don't want to run their oil, you like Rotella, Amsoil, whatever, the FR3 is available to mix in with whatever oil that you want. Moving on with fuel, the first thing I do with fuel is do the Diesel Extreme. Diesel Extreme, I run about 8 ounces per 30 gallons is what my dose rate is. Normal dose rate is 8 ounces to 20 gallons is what it is. So, I mean, you could get away with running 10 ounces to my 30 gallons. I like to go above and beyond on that initial. I run 16 ounces for my initial fill up, and then I'll run 8 ounces every 6 months is what I run on a Diesel Extreme for my maintenance, just to keep things cleaned out. Once again, I did make a mistake. It's 16 ounces for what I do for a 30 gallon fill up. Most of the time I'll run my trucks down to where the light comes on, and I run over to my local truck stop and I buy my fuel there, just because I know the fuel stations or the truck stops, they have a higher turnover rate than most of your gas stations. If wherever you like to buy fuel, go ahead. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you where I like to buy my fuel. They also did come out with a gun oil. I had that sitting there. I wanted to show you guys that. So if you guys are gun enthusiasts, they have a gun and bolt oil too that you guys can pick up. After the initial cleanup from these products, I'll move on in the summer months, probably around end of March, mid or beginning of April till probably the beginning of November. I'm going to run the EDT, and in November I'm going to start running the anti-gel, and also change out my fuel filters on my FASS or my Air Dog. The second gen has a FASS on it. The third gen dually has an Air Dog on it. So I'm going to change those filters in November and start running the anti-gel. But throughout the summer months, I'm going to run the EDT. What I run for my dosage is 4 ounces for that 30 gallon fill up. These are 16, 17 bucks. I think they're $17.99, so $18. Don't quote me on that. They're on the website. You guys want to check them out. It has all the pricing there and the sizing. I like running this one because it has your ounce. Basically, it's like the old Restore bottles. You squeeze it up, put an ounce in there, dump it in, and then just continue on 4 ounces. The normal treatment is 2 ounces per fill up is what I could do, and this little bottle here will treat up to 400 gallons is what it is supposed to treat. Now they do have a new product out called FX4. It is another lubricity enhancer for your fuel that you can add, but if you have bought your EDT or if you're going to buy your EDT, that is now already infused into that, so you do not need to add that anymore. So if you guys are running the LX4 and the EDT together and you buy new, or you're running the LX4 with whatever diesel treatment you use, I'll tell you what, I did some power service testing mid-season, and it was for the summer months, and it was 16 bucks. And I had to put 32 ounces in. And that treated 30 gallons. This is, at that point in time, it was $16.99, so it was 17 bucks. This treats 400 gallons for the same price as that 32 gallon treatment. Now, if you guys like power service, by all means, spend the money. But the savings is right here in this little 16 ounce bottle. This 16 ounce treats, 400 gallons versus 32 ounces treats 30 gallons. I'm sorry, 16 ounces treats 30 gallons. I mean, come on, do the math. I mean, it's simple and easy math. So anyway, sorry, going off. The EDT, that's what I run. Is 4 ounces per fill up. You can get by with the 2 ounces per fill up, but I want that added cetane boost, and I want that added lubricity for my injectors, because today's fuels are very, very abrasive. So anytime you can add that lubricity to them injectors and help keep them running as long as possible, that's great. This is a 7-in-1 product. The EDT is a 6-in-1 product. The reason they call this 7-in-1, the only difference being is it has the anti-gel in it, so you do not have to worry about being stuck alongside the road. It has a freeze point of -40. So I mean, you guys saw or maybe you did, maybe you didn't. You saw the videos I did with the Schaefer's, and I think that's the only anti-gel that I did a comparison on was the Schaefer's. I know there's Farm Science or Farm Truck, or I think it's Farm Science, Farm something. He did some tests using a bunch of different anti-gels, but he did not have the Schaefer's in there, so that's why I just did the Schaefer's and the Hot Shot Secrets. He covered all of them, but did not cover the Hot Shots. So you do not need to run the EDT and the anti-gel together, because the cetane boost and everything else is in the anti-gel, just like it's in the EDT. They also do have a gasoline treatment, and you can also now run the Stiction Eliminator in your gasoline engines. So that's pretty much what I use for my Hot Shot Secrets. If you guys want to go to their website, check them out. It's always the first link in the description, and also don't forget the coupon code. And they have more on their website than just what I have here. They have automatic transmission stuff. They have the standard transmission oil in the works. They have gear oil, antifreeze, oh my goodness, hats, apparel, stickers, whatever you want for your diesel and gasoline engine as far as fuel and oil additives. They're probably going to have it on their website. And if there's anything, like I said before, that I did not touch on, you guys want to know anymore, give them guys a call. They'll be happy to talk with you and answer any questions you have. I think that's pretty much all I have right now. So if you guys don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.